What's going on, everybody? Tyler bringing you a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all having a great day. As you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail of this video today, I'm going to talk to you guys about my tattoos. We're going to call it the My Tattoo Tour. Before we go any further, if you guys can, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you guys are new to this channel, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is going to be my cover-ups. Yes, I do have cover-ups. I think just like anybody else who started getting tattooed as young as I did, at the age of 16 and getting them done without your parents knowing, a lot of us end up with tattoos that we absolutely despise. So first thing I'm going to show you guys here is going to be the cover-up on my left arm. Now, originally I had a crown and a couple of words in Old English that said loyalty, trust, and respect. I absolutely hated the way that it came out. It looked horrible. It was what we call a kitchen sink tattoo. It was done very poorly. It was not done by a professional. It was literally done by a pen and a guitar string. It hurt a lot. It scarred up. It looked horrible. Faded instantly. So I went and found a professional artist, spent a lot more money, and got it covered up. So here's what I have right now. Now this is not finished. It is still a work in progress, but I haven't seen that artist in a few years because I did move away. But as you can see here, we kind of went with a dark horror theme. So we wanted something that would cover it up. So we went with the blacks and the purples. But as you see here, we've got the old Victorian house. We've got some bats outlining everything. We've got the massive raven in the middle, which is kind of the big part of the cover up that's covering the crown. Now, as you can see on the unfinished part, we have a big tree going up the back, and we've got an old car out front. So it's supposed to look like an old school horror theme, kind of dark theme. Now, the point of this was, A, to cover up the tattoo. Obviously, we had to go dark. But it also kind of symbolizes for me making bad decisions in my life and growing from it. It kind of reminds me of a dark place in my life that I was at that age. I'm not really sure what I was going to do with my life and not really sure if I was headed on the right path or not at a young age. So thankfully I did turn that around, but it's something to kind of give me that memory. Now next I want to talk to you guys about my portrait. Now as you can see here, that is a portrait of my dog Hero. Yes, he is still with us. I get asked this question all the time if it's a memorial tattoo. Thankfully it is not. Hero is my best bud. I love that guy to death. He's like a son to me. I'll go ahead and throw a photo up on the screen right now for you guys so you can see a side by side. But this is the photo that we used to do the portrait. Chris, you did an amazing job. Still to this day, you can see the detail in my dog's teeth. And it's been 5-6 years since you did the tattoo. I absolutely love it. It's the one I get asked about the most. People will walk up to me and say, "Oh, I love your dog." And I'll have to remember, oh wait, it's on my arm. I'm like, how do you know what my dog looks like? So I love that tattoo. It probably is one of the most important tattoos that I have on my body. Hero has been a huge savior for my life as well. Like I said, he's my best friend. All you guys that have dogs, especially Shibas, you understand how loyal they are. Next, you're gonna see the American flag that I do have on my forearm. Not really much of an explanation behind it. It's just something I really wanted to tie it all together. I felt like the color looked great. Obviously, I live in America and I love where I live. I love the fact that, you know, the idea of the American dream and being able to be what you want and be who you are. So it's kind of a reminder to me, if you will, of a continuation of the dark scene that I have on the same arm up above, that I was able to make something out of nothing and kind of do something that I've always wanted to do. And I think that's really important. Follow your dreams, chase your dreams, have goals, make it happen. And then to tie that all together, I've got some roses in the middle, more of a photorealistic to kind of tie the dog and the flag together. And it's still work in progress. Still got a lot of empty space, so I'm sure I'll fill it in eventually. Next, I want to talk about my Japanese sleeve. My entire right arm is one continuous sleeve. It did start as bits and pieces. Of course, nothing else other than a cover-up is how we started. So again, I did get a really poorly done tattoo by that same original person that messed it up. I got a koi fish that was basically just a line drawing and it was absolutely terrible. It was facing the wrong direction. If you know anything about the story of the koi fish, the point of the koi fish is the koi fish is supposed to go upstream. I did not know that. I didn't do my research originally. But the point is the koi fish faces up because the story of the koi fish is it swam upstream to reach its final form. When it got to the top of the stream, it turns into a dragon. And again, kind of a reminder that you keep going until you reach the top and where you want to be. So that's kind of why I always wanted the koi fish. And also, Kind of a funny little side story. I grew up watching that show, Miami Ink. I loved Chris Nunez's work. I think I was in like second, third grade watching that show, and I absolutely loved the work that he was putting out. And so I always wanted a koi fish. So thankfully I did meet Chris. He was able to cover up my horrible koi fish with a much more beautiful koi fish. As you guys are gonna see here on the screen, we've got the koi fish covered up as best as he could. I kind of gave him an impossible task to cover up one bad koi fish with another one that looks much better. But you can see all the beautiful water around it. The wind bars kind of tying my whole sleeve together. And you might see some of the cherry blossoms and stuff that are around it as well. Now moving down the arm, I do have the fan that you always see traditionally in that heritage. I also do have a geisha girl. For me, I always wanted a geisha girl because it symbolizes the beauty in life. And I thought this was something that would really tie together my entire sleeve, and it's something I always wanted to put in there. That's pretty much the explanation on the geisha, but I love the way that she turned out. She's got the purple garb on, she's got the makeup on, she's holding a fan as well. Love the way it turned out. Moving on to my favorite part of my Japanese sleeve is actually my foo dog. If you guys don't know what a foo dog is, foo dog, a lot of times you're gonna see it traditionally as a statue. It is basically a protector. A lot of times you're gonna see the foo dog, you're gonna see two of them. They're gonna have a paw on an orb or a ball, and they're usually gonna be in front of a palace or a home or something like that. They're kind of looked at as a protector. That's how I see myself. I see myself as a protector. Those that are close to me and those that I love, I will do anything to protect. So we went ahead and did the black and gray for the foo dog, and we surrounded it with beautiful, beautiful waves and cherry blossoms and lotus flowers. And it really just made the statue pop. It really made the black and gray look good. Chris did my entire Japanese sleeve and he killed it. The wind bars that go all the way through to tie it all together, all the lines, if you follow them, they come out on the other side in the same direction. Like he absolutely killed it. Very, very good attention to detail. You will also see lots of Japanese maple leaves. I know everybody's gonna say, oh, it looks like a pot plant. I know it looks like a pot plant. Google you know what? Don't even Google it. I'll throw it on the screen right here. Japanese maple leaves. They look like a pot plant, completely different thing. So, but you're welcome to dream up any scenario you want, whatever you want to say that it looks like, that's fine by me. I really don't care. Next, you're gonna see on the screen here is my samurai. The samurai is kind of a fighter. It's a warrior. It's someone who doesn't give up and takes what they want, makes it theirs. And that's kind of the way that I've always gone through my life is you can tell me that I can't have something, you can tell me that I won't achieve something, but I promise you I will do whatever it takes if it's something I truly want and truly believe in. I will make that mine. So it kind of reminds me to keep fighting, keep pushing forward, keep on going. So that's basically the gist of both of my arms. Like I said, there's some little spots here and there I'd still like to fill in. I want to talk to you about my memorial tattoo next. My grandmother, Lana Vertuccio, we love you, we miss you. We lost her a few years back, unfortunately, due to some medical complications. But I did get a matching tattoo on my right calf with my brother. My brother's actually got the same tattoo. Only difference is, and I'll throw it on the screen here, you can see on his that he actually has black and gray. I decided to go color. Now, traditionally, my brother has a lot more black and gray than I do, and I have a lot more color than he does. So that's why we went with that. Now you'll see here there is a banner inside that says family is forever. That's very important to me. We were very close. My grandmother had a massive hand in raising me, so I do miss her every single day, and that was a message that I couldn't stop thinking about. So the main part of the tattoo, you'll see right in the middle, there's the I love you sign in sign language. My grandmother was actually deaf. My brother and I weren't really big into sign language. We didn't really learn a lot when we were younger, but that was the one thing that was always very consistent with us that we were able to say to her. We could hold that up and she knew that we were saying we love you, and she would say it back to us and we understood. So that's really big to my family, is that symbol. So we went ahead and started with that as the focal point. We put some waves and flowers around it. My grandmother loved anything that had to do with flowers, planting, loved being outside, loved being at the beach. So all of that is like a perfect memorial for her. And you have the sun rays in the back to kind of show off, you know, the outdoor symbolism and the fact that she loved being outside, and she kind of lights up our day. So Nanny, we love you. We know that you're watching. We miss you every single day. Now, last and certainly not least, I want to talk to you about my left leg sleeve. Now, this is a big part of my life. So the point of this sleeve is to really symbolize everything that helped me get to where I am today. Now, you're going to notice there's going to be a lot of new school and a lot of old school stuff in it. The reason for that was kind of a stylistic choice. but it also kind of shows my progression. So you'll notice that there's a camera here. The camera is a Sony a7 III. Now that camera is very, very important because that is when I learned all the tricks. That was the camera that taught me how to be a better photographer and videographer, and I learned how to edit with. That is the camera that really got me here. You're also gonna see the film strips, the film reels, old school camera, and that's really just paying homage to the fact that I love the industry of movies and filmmaking. When I watch something like a movie, I'm not watching it necessarily for just the movie aspect. I'm watching it because I'm looking at how they filmed it. I'm looking at what they did. I'm looking at the tricks that they're doing. So I get kind of another level of fun when I watch a movie or a video back, especially when I watch it over and over. But you'll notice the theme of this tattoo is watercolor. My tattoo artist who did that, shout out to Cecilia. I'm actually wearing the shirt of their shop. You absolutely killed it. She specializes in watercolor, and she was doing a lot of it at that time, and I absolutely loved the way it was looking when she was showing me pictures of her clients and what they were getting done. So I decided I wanted to go for it, and I love the way it came out. I love color tattoos. I love black and gray as well, but as you can see, the black and gray with the splash of watercolor elements absolutely tied this thing together. That is a sleeve that does go from my ankle to my knee. I will eventually turn it into a full sleeve, but for now I love how it turned out. So that is it. I have no hidden tattoos. This is my 2021 tattoo tour update. As I get more, I will make sure to make content around that if you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, any comments you want to make, please leave a comment down below. Let's have a conversation. To any of you guys that have followed me for a while, you know that as soon as I get a comment, I always pull it up and reply to it. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are the reason why I'm here. You guys are the reason I've made money doing YouTube, and you guys are the reason why I continue to do it. You guys are my motivation, and I'm having a lot of fun getting back into filming. So this is something where I can promise I'm gonna be working on at least one video a week, and I will always keep you guys in the loop on what's going on and keep you posted on where I'm at. So thank you guys again for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.